All right, first up, we got a 1986 Donruss, the Rookies, Bo Jackson. This is right in my wheelhouse. I like this era. Okay, so the first thing I do, I'm going to look at the centering. And it already looks fairly centered, but left to right, left's a little thinner than the right. I'd say about 55, 45. Maybe a little less. Now I just look at the corners really close. Okay, I see a touch of white on the bottom left and a touch of right on the bottom right. But not too bad, especially considering how old it is. Little debris. Now I look at the surface. I don't see any marks or anything. And the edges look pretty good, no nicks. Now I look a little closer. Okay, front looks pretty good. Now I'm going to look at the back. Make sure there's no stains. Corners look crisp. A little bit of edge wear on the top, but not too bad. Very nice card. I'm thinking PSA gives this a 9 just because of the little touch of white on the bottom corners. But in SGC, I think they would give it actually a 9.5, a Mint Plus. It's somewhere between them. A 9 and a 9 plus. One back look real quick. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, and we're good to go. All right, we got 2002 Topps Finest Kobe. All right, off the bat, the centering looks very nice. Looks almost 50-50. You can look from the left here and the right here. Top to bottom, maybe 55-45. No surface scratches, which is very nice. It's very common to have surface scratches. Corners look good, edges good. I'm really liking the front here. All right, I'll flip over and look at the back. Wow, this card's nice. I see the normal kind of factory, a few lines right here. But the corners look great, even on the darker black up top here. The edges look good. Nicely centered. I honestly, I'll look one more time, but I don't see much of a flaw in this card at all. I think this one's a 10. All right, we got an Ohtani. Looks like a Blue Mojo at a 150. So first off, I'll look at the centering. Man, these were always off-centered back in 84 too. Top to bottom, it's heavy on the bottom. Then the top, you can really tell when you turn it horizontally. Corners look sharp, edges look sharp. A little, saw it earlier. Yeah, some surface marks right here on his left forearm. Just look a little closer at that. Yeah. All right, go ahead and flip it around. The corners look pretty good because a lot can go wrong with these dark blue kind of edges and corners. Maybe just a very touch of white on one of the corners, but not bad at all. Edges look good. It's just that centering top to bottom. You got one little kind of factory pinhole type right here. I'm thinking this is a solid 9 copy just because of the centering and the surface scratches. But I'm just going to double check everything one more time. But yeah, it's looking like a solid 9. Alright, we got a Derek Jeter out of 99 green. Mojo here. I already like the centering a lot better. It looks 50-50. Surface, no surface scratches so far that I'm seeing. Edges look good. Corners look great. The front's looking like a Gem 10 so far. I'm not seeing much of anything. It's looking good. No surface dimples. I'm just double checking. A little bit of debris. I just wiped that off real quick. There you go. Okay, let's flip it over. Now the centering looks nice. Edges, corners look great. No factory dimples or anything I'm seeing. Really liking this card. Yeah, I'm not seeing much. I think this is a 10 all day. Great card. All right, I hope this Jeter is as nice as the other one. It's the black. All right, centering looks pretty good. Maybe a little top heavy, but not much. It's got a little debris on the top. This one isn't quite as clean. And a very, very slight corner ding in this left, bottom left. But the surface, nothing major. Edges look good. And the centering is at least, I'd say 55-45 top to bottom. Left to right looks perfect. The back looks good. Yeah, the back looks great. I'm not seeing much. I'll just take a quick look. Okay, I'm gonna look one more time on the front. All right, so this card I would just take a microfiber cloth and wipe it down just a little bit. Maybe a damp one and a dry one just to get a little bit of debris and smudges off the top here and the bottom. And I think it has a shot at a 10 if you do that. Nice card. All right, next up we got an Ohtani. Should be numbered out of 99. Cool looking card. All right, let's start looking at that centering first. Left to right looks great. Top to bottom, maybe slightly thinner on the bottom than the top, but I don't think very much. 55-45 maybe. Surface looks great. I don't even see one surface scratch. Corners, edges sharp. Just take a quick look. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I mean, centering slightly off. You can see a little thinner on the left, on the back, but the corners look good. No little surface dimples or anything. It looks good. Edges. I think this is a 10. I think this is a solid 10. I like it. All right, looks like we got our first autograph. We got Lars Nootbaar I'm actually not too familiar who he is. All right, let's look at the centering. I'd say centering's great. Almost 50-50. Corners are great, edges are great, but I am seeing some factory lines, kind of scratches, one right through his face, which is not a good position. Grading companies don't like that position. All through here a little bit too. Let me look a little closer at those. Yeah, I think unfortunately that'll bring it down to a 9 so far. For PSA at least. The back edges look good and the surface looks good. The corners have just little, I wouldn't call it wear, just very, very minor kind of dings to them. Not much, but you know, not as clean. A little bit of edge problem there, but not much. I just think this is a solid 9 copy. So if you're hoping for that 10, I'd hold off grading this one. Okay. Right, next up is another Lars Auto. Kind of that 1987 Topps design. All right, centering looks 50-50. That's a good sign. Nice, clean, bold autograph. Corners look good. Maybe a touch of white on that top left, just a touch. And just a slight edge nick right here. You might be able to smooth that out with your finger. Other than that, the front looks great. Let me just look at real quick. Yeah, just a touch. Okay. Let's flip it over. Let's look at the back here. The back looks great. Ah, dang, I noticed something. Hopefully my camera can pick it up. It's right here. There's like a surface indent scratch right here. That's gonna impact the grade, unfortunately. I think it brings it down to a 9. So at least you're able to see it. Okay. I am confident that this is a 9. There you go. All right, next up we got Acuna Blue. Cool looking card. Okay, first thing I will look at the centering. It looks good. I'd say 50-50. Edges, corners, great. Surface is just very faint. Factory lines, just very faint. I don't think it's gonna keep it from a 10 so far. Okay, let's flip it over. Numbered out of 199. I don't see much white on the corners up there. That's a good sign. Yeah, I like this card a lot. I don't see any weird surface indents or imperfections. Very cool card. Look a little bit closer. Okay. I like it. I think this is a 10. Cool card. All right, next up we got another Acuna. Wow, not numbered. You would think it would be. Awesome gold looking card. Okay. Centering looks 50-50 again. Some very light debris. I'm just going to get off right there. So now I'm looking at the surface. I see a little bit deeper kind of factory lines right here and right here. And one right here. So, you know, I'm really thinking that's going to hurt it with PSA. Yeah, it goes all the way down through the letter N. I don't know if it's picking it up. But I think the surface is going to hurt you on this card. Let's move on to the back. No white showing. Corners look good. Edges look good. No weird indents. Back looks flawless. So I think this is more like a PSA Mint 9. I'm going to give it a 9.5. I think SGC would give it a 9.5 too. All right, we got Ohtani next. Nice image there. Cool portrait. All right, so I always go for the centering first. And I'm not as happy as with this one. It is thinner to the right than the left. You can really see it when we flip it too. I'd say that's closer to a 65-35, unfortunately, which will kick you out of the Gem 10 range. But I still think it's a solid 9 so far. Surface looks great. I don't see many kind of surface scratches or anything like that. A thicker factory line here, but you know, because of the centering, it's already a 9, so it's not going to hurt you. Let's flip it to the back. Corners look great. No white. Well, oh yeah, we got a ding right here on this corner. See if we can kind of see it. Yeah, I actually think it brings it down to a PSA 8, unfortunately, and I think I would give it a 8.5. Let me look a little closer. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can really see the wear on that back corner. So a very nice card, but I just don't think it's necessarily gradable. Actually, a little bit of white showing on that top right corner too. Little debris. Hold on. There we go. All right. I think I'm pretty comfortable with what grade I'm at. Okay. All right. We got an Ohtani. Numbered out of 199. This looks like a pink mojo. All right, let's look at that centering. It is centered up. Very nice. I like it. Maybe slightly thinner on the bottom than the top, but I think it's within a Gem 10. Just a little bit of debris. I'll get off right here and here. I don't see much surface issues going on either. Corners look good. Edges are sharp. Nothing weird going on. I like it so far. Let's flip it to the back. Slight corner ding top right. Not much though. Yeah, I'm not seeing much. No surface flaws or anything. Edges look good. Let me see how bad these corner dings are. Yeah, it's not that bad. Look at the front one more time. I think my gut is telling me it's a 10. I'm not seeing anything major. Got it. All right, just a little debris. Looks like a 10 to me. All right, final card. We got a De Los Santos. That's a cool image of him shushing. All right, let's look at that centering. Ooh, 50-50. Looks great. Even top to bottom looks good. Let's see here. A little bit of debris right here. Well, it's not coming off right away. Do you see it? Right here. So I think you're going to need to just maybe a damp microfiber cloth. Hopefully that'll come off. Sometimes I use a dress sock and just put my finger through the inside of the dress sock and in a circular motion, and it should come off, hopefully. A few surface lines right here. And I think you need to clean a little bit right in here too. It almost looks like smudges, but factory smudges, if that makes sense. Okay, let's flip it over. All right, we got a factory dimple right there. See it? Little mark right here, factory mark. This card's looking more and more like a 9 to me, unfortunately. I mean, you have an outside chance if you clean it up, you're able to get that, whatever it is, off, and that off, then you have an outside chance at a 10. But as is, it's looking like a 9. There you go.